Good evening, all. Good evening. We were just having a little chat behind the scenes about things that aren't good for the health. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, I
Yes.
do. Yes. Um, don't do it, children. Right. We were going to play a game of Mafia tonight, but unfortunately, 3 of the players who played last time couldn't play tonight, and we didn't get any new willing victims. So, it didn't happen. No. It's a shame, because I was looking forward to pitting you against each other and then watching
Same. I'm gonna have to cry myself to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. We've got Halakar. Hello. We've got Mr. Baker. Hello. Good evening, chaps. Let's just wait for a few people to filter in. Whenever I create a stream a little bit later, people are often slow to get here. It's because they don't get the notifications as reliably. So
I get 2 notifications. I get one when it's scheduled and one when it's gone live.
So you should. Good evening,
Yes.
Keith. Good evening, Andy. Good evening, chaps. But I couldn't create the stream until I knew for certain we weren't able to have the Mafia one. Didn't want to create.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's that sort of thing. So, how are you all? You've just muted yourself, Iman. So I'll go to Daniel. How are you, Daniel? Are you
Doing okay. Got my gardening done. Just got to get more planters on Monday. So productive week.
cool? Iman, have you had a productive week?
I wouldn't say a productive week, but definitely a productive day.
Right.
Had an interesting day at work today.
Yeah, you
Apparently,
told me.
I'll tell the guys in chat a little bit. So I was on a 2-to-1 today with a child, which means 2 adults to 1 child. So they only do that for children with very challenging behaviors, but he was as good as gold for me. So
Good.
I'm happy. I got paid for it.
Because you are the definition of challenging behavior, and he obviously he obviously associates himself well with you.
Do you know what? I thought the exact same thing. He probably thought, yeah, this guy's a chiller.
I finally edited that Dagon thing I put up last night. I recorded that ages ago, but editing those book readings is a proverbial pain in the posterior. But I sat there last night and thought, I'm going to do it. It didn't take that long after all, but it's just, I've just got to get more used to Audacity. And Audacity is good because you can clear up the sound a lot better with Audacity. So I've just got to get more.
Think how much less editing you'll have to do without all the background noise being picked up.
With the new microphone that's here ready for next week's videos. There it is.
Yes, I look forward to hearing the difference.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Halakha, I don't think I'd have the patience to deal with it. I probably come across as very patient to you lot, but when I crack. And yeah.
The only reason he hasn't cracked in our Call of Cthulhu sessions is because he's enjoying my misery too much.
Oh yeah.
But otherwise, the side tracks that we go on would probably drive him up the fucking wall.
Oh, there've been the occasional. I'm sat there going with my head in my hands and my camera off, going, oh. I'll never be an actor. I'm useless at poker. I've got a poker face. I haven't got a good poker face. It gives everything away. But you don't need a good poker face when you haven't got your camera on. You just need a poker voice. My poker voice is okay. I could be grimacing, but still sounding quite chilled.
Yeah. Your poker voice is ever so slight pause. Okay.
Yes. 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 Yeah, you're right, Halakar. Kids are on the spectrum. It's tough because you have to just let them calm down, and that's difficult. Some of the best gaming can come from getting sidetracked. Yeah, yeah. You can also have plenty of car crashes on those little side streets that are unlit, with people coming in the opposite direction, and the road hasn't been surfaced for a long time. Yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right. So for tonight, we have Caverns of Kalte. Kalte, German, maybe. Kalte. I don't know how you'd want to say it. Daniel, how would you pronounce that in American?
Kalte?
Kalte. You reckon
Yeah.
Kalte?
Right,
Well-
we'll all just stick with something different. You do Calt, Daniel will do Calte, I'll do Kalte.
Yes, we did
We'll
leave
confuse
off.
everyone.
Yes, because we are confusing. Right, we did leave off at a cliffhanger decision, and we had just found that little thing. Do you remember?
I do have some vague recollection.
Yes. And what I'd read to you was a secret compartment slides open at the base of the left altar staff. Inside, you discover a small statuette. It is a stone effigy of a strange creature.
Yes.
And we had chosen to activate the buttons again.
Okay, here goes.
I think we were going to die by trying to be too greedy.
No, I just think it's going to be something bad.
The buttons have jammed. No matter how hard you try, you cannot make them budge. You have no choice but to abandon the altar and leave the temple by the northern archway. That's all it was. That's all it was.
No. Wow, that was a cliffhanger, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Feed Iman's character to it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Your DMing or GMing checklist was really funny.
Good. I put it out on Twitter, hoping to get people going rah at me. It's just been completely ignored. No one's, I don't think anyone's seen it. I think I might be shadow banned or just ignored by lots of people on Twitter. Haven't.
That's a shame.
I put it out there because I wanted people to go rah. He's horrible. But no.
Yeah, you wanted to cause a bit of a fuss and people be like, no, you're wrong because this.
Yeah, I don't care about that on Twitter. I don't want any of that fuss in Discord or on YouTube, but Twitter's there for fuss.
Yeah, Twitter's just an echo chamber of drama.
It's for knobs, basically. If you go to Twitter, just be a bit of a knob, and you'll get on fine with most of the other knobs on there. Right. Anybody in chat like Twitter? No? Good.
Nah, not really. Yeah.
I think I do. I put my videos out on it in terms of just tweeting out that I've done a video, but I've never got any traction on there at all. You've got to be on it all the time. I'm just not interested.
That's a pain in the ass.
It is, yeah. I'm just not interested.
Yeah, to be relevant on Twitter, you've got to put like one thing every hour on average, basically.
Yeah, you've got to live on it. You've got to live there.
Yeah.
It's like, no. I pop in about once every 2 weeks to say, I've made a video. It's this. And that's it, pretty much. Hello, Jeb. I've never Instagrammed. I've never Snapchatted. I used ICQ as well. And I use WhatsApp, but that's not really a social media in this sort of sense. It's just like to help with organising things. But my kids use Instagram. I don't get it. I don't get Instagram. I've got a Facebook account. that I look into about every 2 weeks or so. People message me on there. People send me nice messages on there, and I just don't see them.
Actually,
No.
Wow.
Go on.
well, no, I was just thinking
What was you thinking, Dan?
the title would probably be E would be silent. So it's probably Cult.
Cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have thought so. I used ICQ to talk about. I was a mod on a Formula One forum, and we used ICQ on there.
What's ICQ?
Very early chat.
All right. Okay.
Software, yeah. It was popular. I mean, I was in there early 2000s. So that's 2000, 2001, 2002, around then. Oh. Hello, Mercurius. Hello. Thank you very much indeed. Who got those?
Mercurius, you generous, lovely man. But you know what you've done?
He beat me to it. I was just about to. I'll wait till later on.
I haven't seen Echo used to be on all the time. I haven't seen Echo around recently. I know Darth Theek from somewhere, but I don't know where. But there we go. Thank you. It's so, the notification that people get when they get a membership sometimes brings them into chat, which is always nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You get a little notification, you get a little email notification saying, "Ha! You've been given a membership." So anyhow, as you pass through the archway, you notice there is a lever set into the dark stone wall. You pull it, and a door slides across, sealing the temple behind you. The temperature is noticeably warmer here, and you hear a low rumbling sound coming from somewhere in the distance. Ahead, you can see a light at the end of a dark passageway. You discover it is shining out of an oblong portal positioned close to the floor. Through this aperture, you can see the floor of a corridor below. Do we squeeze through the portal and drop into the corridor, or do we continue on this passage? So squeeze or continue, those are the options. I can move into only geeks content if you want.
Oh, that's funny.
Call it
that was something that I was gonna say. Is Twitter and Instagram have just devolved into arguments and OnlyFans links?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
It literally is.
Yeah. Pay for porn.
So we have 3 votes for squeeze, 3 votes for squeeze and 2 for continue. What do you chaps say?
Continue.
What do you say, Iman?
I genuinely don't know on this one. Like, I'm curious, but I think it's a trap. I'm gonna say continue.
Right, that puts us on 4-4 with Andy's vote. 4-4. And it says we only got 7 in chat. So does it count the people on the stream as people in chat? I don't know.
No, only people who are on the YouTube stream, not the StreamYard bit.
Ah, right. Okay. Right. So, is there anybody lurking who has yet to vote? Any lurkers?
Well, me, but that's normally one in the
Wait, how many votes did you say you had? It was 4-4, and there's 7 people. So there's only one person who hasn't voted then in chat.
I think it might be Dan in chat and on
Oh, perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, that would be me.
So everybody has voted.
Get Kelsey in there, Dan.
No, we'll see.
No, Kelsey's at prom tonight.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hope she has a good night.
We haven't watched some marble racing tonight. Shall we have a quick pause for marble racing?
Oh fuck.
Sure, yeah.
Go on, if you really want to, go for it.
No, I'm not going to pause it for marble racing. No. I can watch it later. Got to work a full day tomorrow. Been on half Saturdays the last couple of Saturdays. I'm going to do a full one tomorrow.
Okay. Who's running?
We don't know yet.
Don't know. Kalte.
Oh, okay.
It definitely won't be Kalte. No, no, definitely not.
And tell him what?
Caverns of Kalte. No. That's no. no. Thank you for checking up, Jeb, but no.
Who said that? Oh, Jeb.
Mongo's publishing record. It's Kalte. No, it can't. You cannot pronounce it Kalte. I'm sorry.
Halkar, I like your comment, but I don't have to because the boyfriend knows how many guns I have and how many I keep loaded. So yeah, she'll be home on time.
I will happily fight Mongoose over that if you want. I'll tell them that if they want it to be Kalte, they need to put an accent over the E.
Yeah, it needs a little asterisk.
It's a thingy on it, doesn't it? Yeah. Right. So I'm going to share my screen. That would be Kalte, I believe, with the umlaut on the A.
The umlaut would be Kalte, yeah.
Kalte, yes. If it had an umlaut. But Kalte would be an accent over the E.
Halkar's funny, didn't it?
Right, let's get my screen shared. Share screen.
Is it marble racing?
Is what?
Is it marble racing?
No, it's not marble racing. It's Albert Rodeo.
Oh, okay.
I like to watch marble racing. There we go. With Albert Rodeo. Right. We're gonna have
I like to watch those, like, you know, those really long videos with the dominoes and they start from one end and it's like all over the whole house. I love those.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, if it's a German word, it would be Kalte. If it's an umlaut, it would be Kalte. So it would be Kalte.
Yes.
Which means cold. Yeah, cold caverns.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was Kalte.
Kalte.
But it is what it is. It doesn't matter. It's just a book title.
Yeah.
Book titles don't have to be real words.
No, that is true. Of course. Right. Anyway, I'm just. I need to. Anyone into horse? I can take or leave horse racing. I used to like it. Not so much into it now. Right. I'm gonna do a 50-50 here. Odds we drop down. Evens we continue along the passage. You ready? Because we're tired.
8.
Evens
Damn it.
continue along the passage. 6. Oh, there's a good old nerd pedantry going on in Discord at the moment between two self-confessed pedantic nerds, Elfbait and Snufflegrunt.
Oh no, it's over. It's over,
is it?
It's over now.
You advance into the darkness, feeling with the edge of your weapon for any obstruction ahead. The tunnel continues northwards for more than a mile before turning sharply to the right. A few feet ahead, you can now see a stream of light pouring through another portal. Beyond this opening, there is a staircase that descends down into the dark. Do we investigate the portal, or do we continue towards the stairs? Portal.
Wait, did we
or
drop
stairs?
down?
Have they called it? They weren't calling each other names.
Wait,
They weren't calling each other
did
No,
we
we didn't
fall
drop
down,
down.
or did we continue?
No, we continue. They weren't
Right.
calling each other names when I saw it.
Depends if you count boomer as an insult in the context that it was
Oh,
used.
To be honest, it's a nothingy word as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I take it as an insult because I'm not that old. I'm Gen X. Get it right if you're going to call us names.
Cannot disagree with that, to be fair. Yeah, investigate the portal this time. Let's see.
Right. Let me go back. Right, let's have a look. Portal. As far as I'm concerned, I'm 52. Whatever that makes me, I don't care. I've been told I'm Gen X, but I'm just me. It's as simple as that.
That's basically it, yeah.
And I get a bit fed up with all the labels that people put on things nowadays. Just be
Labels are for bottles, not for people.
Yeah. According to those labels, but just be you. Born in 1971.
What a youngling.
Yeah. Youngling. You youngling. Yeah, but to be honest, I know I'm Gen X, but I'm really not interested in any of those labels. I see people go bloody boomers or.
According to my ex-wives and my mother, I'm a dickhead. So you know.
Yeah. Bit of banter. A bit of banter's good.
See, that matters more to me whether you're a Gen X or a millennial or a Gen Z or whatever the fuck you are, if you're a dickhead or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my last wife said I she told my daughter, she's like, well, your dad half-asses everything. So my daughter turned around and said, well, you half-assed your marriage.
Oh.
My daughter has my attitude in my mouth.
I couldn't tell.
Meow. Right.
Cat got claws.
It looks like we're going through the portal because everyone's voted for portal.
Let's go. Let's see what happens.
224. 20 feet directly below the portal, you can see a man dressed in a dark cloak. He's kneeling in the center of a large pentagram that has been chalked on the floor of the dingy cell. There he is.
Oh, what a lovely fella.
Do you wish to call down to the man, or shall we remain silent and continue towards the stairs instead?
What did it say he was doing? He was praying.
He's kneeling in the center of a large pentagram that has been chalked on the floor of the cell.
Oh yeah, because that sounds fun, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
No. I'm going to say no.
I'm saying call down.
You're calling down. So we've got one for call down and one for noping out of there.
Nope, the fuck out of there.
Halakar's going for calling down. So that's 2 for calling down to him. You know what? Daniel, I'm going to join you tonight.
You got to catch up.
What you got there, sailor? That rum?
Southern Comfort.
Okay.
Well, now I'm going to have to make one. I'm just doing fortified potato water for now.
Is that a large enough measure?
Yeah. You need a good ice cube in there.
I haven't got any ice cubes up here, so.
But no, that's a good enough.
Hello from the hilt. So, Mercurius and Iman both want to remain silent. Everybody else is calling down.
We will stand together, Mercurius. Don't worry.
Yes. Oh, that's warming.
Nice.
Okay, I need to make some more Nightbot things because I haven't played with it for a while. I'm
a proper northern me.
Proper northern, you like your whippets.
I don't, but okay.
Oh, Nightbot is the chat bot, so you get things like I think this is one.
Exclamation mark hunger.
That's the one that doesn't work because it's the kick in the nuts one, and it keeps being filtered out.
Oh yes.
Have either of mine worked there? Oh yeah, there we go. Get your sci-fi out of my fantasy. That's worked. Oh,
Manfred and Straw Piglet.
They oink. Yes.
Manfred is oink, and Straw Piglet is just little oink.
Yeah. I need to make one for Mercurius because he keeps coming in and giving me money. So I think I need to make one for Mercurius. So if you want a message on there, Mercurius, you're more than welcome. Who else needs one? Daniel's back.
That's what I
got one. Right.
Mr. Baker, Jeb, Andy, Keith. Yeah, you can
Does Elfbait have one?
Yeah. You're all regular.
Does Slan have one?
I think Slan has one.
I can't remember who does.
I'll test Slan. I think I made one. I think I made Slan one. No, I was sure I did. If you want your own little Nightbot message, ping me and tell me. We're calling down to him.
Okay, here goes something.
Because if you don't ping me and tell me, I'll just make you one and you'll be stuck with it.
Yeah, you guys don't want that because apparently I love me whippets and I certainly don't, let me tell you that.
I'm northern me, love me whippets.
Proper northern me.
The man jerks his head back as if he has suddenly awoken from a trance. Who's there? He whispers, his deep-set eyes peering into the gloom above. Is anyone there? Or does madness now befriend me? You extend your hand through the portal and chants a wave to show the man your whereabouts. The gods be praised, he cries, jumping excitedly to his feet. My name is Tygon. I'm a merchant from Ragadorn. The ice barbarians kidnapped me and my cargo in Lyuk and brought me here, and now I await an audience with their new Brummelmark, the Somlending sorcerer called Vonatar. It seems he is to decide my fate. If you free me, I'll help you as best I can. If you possess a crystal star pendant, you notice it has started to vibrate and glow. We do.
My wife has them.
Okay, so we have just... I said, do you speak my language? She just smiled and made me a Vegemite sandwich.
I just thought of that. Yep.
I met a man in Brussels, 6'4" and big muscles. Okay, so
that.
Yeah, the crystal star pendant is glowing. So I think that's a warning, isn't it? If you have a rope, do we have a rope? Yes, we do. We can lower it through the portal and help the man climb out of his cell. Or if we don't possess a rope and don't want to help him, we can continue along the corridor. Full of muscles. Okay, 6'4", full of muscles. Yes. So
what does the pendant do?
It makes us lucky, and it gives us a reroll. And I think it must give us a warning as well. I can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is it warning us against bad things or is it good things?
I don't know. So, do we help the man or do we not help the man?
Help him. I'm feeling generous today.
Keith's not feeling generous. Keith wants to leave him down there.
Yeah.
Jed goes for help him. Mercurius and Andy say don't help him. Iman, what do you say? Iman says
yeah,
nothing.
Let's see. No, I'm here. Let's see what he's about.
Okay, people are saying help him. Okay. It's only Mercurius and Keith who are going for leave him. Everybody else is being helpful. Good evening, Jean. Misheard lyrics, Coco. Misheard lyrics. Oh, Iman's disappeared. We can call him names now. Names. Names.
I
You
have no
pair
idea.
and your connections.
I was just going to say to you, John, I thought it was over, but it's not over. It continued a bit.
Never nurse a mug. They'll only, they just died in your arms tonight.
Can I change my vote? I've changed my mind. I don't want to. The pentagram's really putting me off. He sounds friendly enough, but I don't trust him.
Iman loves it when I call them names. He loves it when I kill his characters as well.
Oh, I love that more than anything. There he is. Nice one, Dan.
Daniel, you star.
I won't call me.
Yeah. Am I okay to change my mind? I elect to change my vote.
It won't change anything because there's so many votes already gone for helping him.
I'm just saying it for brevity then, I guess.
Oh, it's a song lyric. Okay. I didn't know it was a song lyric.
What's that?
Gene knows more about music. Gene knows more about music than anyone here. Hello, Spellsinger. Are you the chap I was chatting to on the video thing the other day? In replying to one of the videos. I think you might be.
The mob rules.
Mob rules indeed. Thank you, Mercurius. Mercurius has done it again.
Oh, Daniel, he's got a competition with you now. The competition is who's going to go broke first.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the fight. Well, welcome then, Spellsinger. Welcome. Nice to see you here. So we're helping him. We are helping the man out of his cell. In spite of his frail physique, the man climbs with surprising speed and dexterity. You pull him through the portal and retrieve your rope. The stairs, he says, pointing into the darkness. Our escape lies that way. But you had best take the lead. My eyes ail me. I have suffered snow blindness and my vision is uncertain. You pack your rope and lead your way down the passage. You're about to descend the stairs when a pair of skeletal hands close around your throat from behind. Then a hideous cry betrays the merchant's true identity. He is a Hellgast, a deadly shape-changing servant of the Dark Lords, and it has tricked you into releasing it from its cell. This evil creature is intent on murdering you. Desperately, you gasp for air as the skeletal fingers tear and burn at your throat. Lose 6 endurance points. Thankfully, we were back up to 21.
6?
Yeah. Gripping indeed.
I told you we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, sure you did.
Okay, it says, due to the surprise of the Hellgas attack and the injury it has inflicted on your throat, you cannot swallow any potions before the combat. If you possess the Summer Sword, turn to 99. Yes, we do.
Revenge.
As you draw your mighty blade, a golden glow illuminates the darkness of the passageway. The Hellgas shrieks, and takes a step. Yeah, I just so that's it. Yeah, Daniel, you've been usurped by Mercurius's one your geek membership.
Okay.
Let's go back to that. Where are we? Helga shrieks and takes a step back, its eyes blazing red with hatred and fear. It recognizes the power you wield, a power that can bring about its eternal destruction. In desperation, it attacks you with a powerful mind blast. Unless you possess the kind discipline of Mind Shield, we do, you must lose 2 endurance points for every round of combat that you fight this creature. The Hellgas is immune to Mind Blast, but as one of the undead, it is especially vulnerable to the Summer Sword. Okay, our Summer Sword causes double damage.
That's what he fucking gets.
Absolutely. Right. We have a combat skill of 29. And we have 15 I keep saying insurance. It's because I did my car insurance yesterday. It's on my head. So we're on 29 skill and 15 endurance. The Hellgast is on 22 skill and 30 endurance.
Oh, he's a tough one.
This ought to be interesting.
So it'll take 3 hits instead of the usual 2. Right, got it.
Well, we shall see. We have got a big combat advantage. Let's get our D10 revved up. And we've got a +7 advantage over him. So, on this +7, look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. Right. I'm afraid that was a really, really anticlimactic battle because with a +7 advantage, a roll of a 9 is the second best roll you can have. And it's enemy -18, lone wolf -0. We've got the Summer Sword. We do double damage. We've done 36 damage in a single hit.
Wow, okay.
This is Paladin against Undead with Holy Avenger and Girdle of Storm Giant strength. So, if you know your D&D, that is.
Yep.
I'm just going to nod and pretend I agree. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was... Yeah, we have our shield and our magic helmet. That's why we've got a combat skill of 29. The hellgas smoulders and decays at your feet. A vile green grass seeps from beneath its robes, and you are forced to cover your mouth with the edge of your cloak because of its sickening smell. As you stare at the decomposing remains, you realize that this creature must have been sent here by the Dark Lords of Helgadad to kill Vonatar. They crave his death in payment for his failure at the Battle of Holmgulf. The evil wizard must have discovered the Hellgast and imprisoned it within a pentagram until he could devise some way of ridding himself of it for good. Gingerly, you touch your wounded throat and thank the god Kai that you wield the summer sword. Once again, its power has saved your life. You turn and quickly descend the stairs, eager to leave behind the Hellgast's foul remains. 166.
Well, every bad thing we've come across so far, we just stab it with the summer sword and we're good.
Yep. At the bottom of the staircase, you discover a new tunnel going northwards. You're about to follow it when your hand touches upon a lever protruding from the wall to your right. A closer examination reveals a secret door. Do you want to open the door, or do you continue along the new tunnel?
Secret door.
Secret door or tunnel? Secret door or tunnel? Those are your choices.
I wanted to sing Secret Tunnel, but yeah, Secret Door. Oh, Daniel seems to have absconded.
Is he being a bad lad?
I don't know.
All right.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
That's all right. That's all right. We have a choice, Daniel. Secret door or new tunnel?
Secret door.
That's it, Dan.
Right. I can. I was hoping to. Come on. There we are. I've got a little chat window up now. That's better. That's better. Door, 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 door. Yeah, everyone's saying door, isn't they? Everyone is saying door.
Good.
Good, yes, good indeed. 111. Has anyone ever mapped out these books? I'd be interested. The door slides open to reveal a wide, well-lit corridor running north to south. The low rumbling noise you detected earlier seems much louder here than in the darkness of the passage you have left behind. Set into the left side of the corridor is a closed door, and in the distance you can see a junction. Do we close the secret door and continue exploring the dark tunnel, or do we walk ahead and investigate the junction?
Investigate.
Yeah, let's check it.
Okay, walk ahead.
I did draw a few rudimentary maps for some of the fighting and fantasy books that I've read.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're good or that they're accurate, but they're there.
I know. I mean, I've seen fighting fantasy maps out and about. People have done those. I was wondering whether people had mapped these out.
Probably.
Spellsinger's mapped out most of the fighting fantasy. So we have a choice here. Do we walk ahead and investigate this junction, or do we close the secret door and continue exploring the dark tunnel? No, I mean you can do a Google search if you want to for Caverns of Kalte map. Kalte. We still haven't worked out the proper pronunciation of it, have we? It's definitely not what Mongoose Publishing say. It's definitely not Kalte. It can't be that. Is it even published by Mongoose? Printed and bound in Great Britain by Clays Limited. Home Guard Press. Nothing to do with Mongoose. They've got nothing, no say in it whatsoever. Ah, you found a hand-drawn map of them. Aha. Do they? All right. Is that just the American rights? Because the version I've got here was printed in 2022. So that's very recent. I wonder if there's different UK and American rights. Possibly. Right, so you two both want to go ahead and investigate this junction we found behind the secret door. We have 2 votes for going up the tunnel instead in chat. So I need the rest of chat to vote here. We've got 2 votes for the junction beyond the secret door, or two votes for close the secret door and continue exploring the dark tunnel. Here come 4 votes for junction. Okay. 5 votes for junction. Everyone's voting junction now. Okay. I never thought it would happen. Me and a girl from Clapham out on the windy common. Name that tune. I never thought it would happen. Me and a girl from Clapham out on the windy common. Squeeze up the junction, yes. Set into the west wall of the corridor, you see another stone door. It has a small crescent-shaped spy hole cut into the center, which reveals a cell on the other side. An old man is huddled in the far corner of this dingy cell, his face and hair matted with blood and dirt. His blue robes are so filthy that the crescents and stars embroidered on them are almost totally obscured. Do we open the cell door, or do we ignore the old man? Open the cell door or ignore the old man?
Open it. I'm trying to get us killed tonight.
I also say open.
Actually, I'm not trying to, but
It's Up the Junction is a song about basically getting together with a girl that you really shouldn't and getting her pregnant. And there's a normally very, very depressing soap here in Britain called EastEnders. And there's rarely any decent humour in it. I haven't watched it. Well, to be honest, I haven't watched it for 30 years. But I do remember when one character sat in the cafe announcing that she was pregnant to her best mate, and they were supposed to be late teens, so she was going to be in trouble. And it was a bit of comic timing because as she was mentioning it to a friend, the cafe's jukebox had Up the Junction by Squeeze playing, and that was clever. That was quality.
Yes, up the junction. I wonder what that could mean.
Yes.
imagine that.
The thing is it Basque or is it German? Kalte is German for cold, and we're in a cold region. And the pronunciation of the German would be Kalte. It'd be an sound at the end, Kalte. I think the German is the more likely origin than the Basque. I don't know. Because Basque is very Spanish in how it sounds.
As soon as you told us what the book was like called, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a German word to me.
Yeah.
It just has those like conventions of spelling, doesn't it?
I mean, in English it would be cult.
Yes.
In Spanish it's probably Kalte. And in German it'd be Kalte.
Kalte!
Can we? We've done 2 things since I need to put on 2 healing points. 2 points for healing. Are there any soaps in the UK that aren't depressing? Well, back in the 80s, Coronation Street wasn't depressing. It was actually quite funny. But
It is quite depressing, but I actually think the humour in it's quite good. It's got quite a few good one-liners in there. I don't watch it, but my mum does, and she can't help but show me.
It used to be very good in terms of the underlying humour. In German, it should have the umlaut over the A. Then it'll be Kälte.
But what does that mean, though?
Cold.
Is that right?
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Because I swear it'd be like I was learning German and you just say "Es ist sehr kalt" for like it's really cold.
Es ist sehr kalt. Yes.
Yeah.
German for cold. Kalt without an E though. Without an E. And that would be kalt. Es ist sehr kalt.
That is definitely cult. Yeah, there's no arguing about that one.
But there's also a German film called Kalte Füße, which means cold feet.
Yeah,
cold feet. So it'll be cold caverns.
So I think, Kalte is like the adjective, isn't it?
Yeah, and no, there's no umlaut on it. There's no umlaut on the German.
No, there shouldn't be.
No. All right. We're opening this door, didn't we? Opening this cell door. I think everyone's said that.
We're checking out junction. We're going up junction.
Oh, we're opening up cell door, which has got old man in it.
Oh yeah.
Upon my soul, a Kai, he explains, his eyes now wide with astonishment. How I've prayed for freedom, for deliverance from this infernal place, and although hope never deserted me, I never expected such an illustrious rescuer. In the middle of his excitement, the old man is suddenly disturbed by a fit of coughing that leaves him pale and exhausted. It's a few minutes before he can speak again. My name is Loy Kaimar. I am an elder of the Magicians' Guild of Tehran, he says, slowly removing the small crystal star pendant, the symbol of his guild, from beneath his tattered robes. The guild is known as the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star, and the magician shows his pendant to prove his identity. You ask him how he came to be imprisoned here in Ikaya, many hundreds of miles from his native Tehran. Vonatar, that unspeakable wretch, is responsible for my plight. Days before Dark Lord Zagana's invasion of Sommerland, he betrayed your Kai masters to win power for himself, the black power of death and darkness. However, he failed to fulfill his role in the war plans his evil master had prepared. Dark Lords do not tolerate such weakness. Mercy has no place in their wicked minds. In the bitter aftermath of Zagana's defeat, the remaining Dark Lords sought to destroy Vonatar for his crime of failure. Vonatar knew that I alone possessed the means to effect an escape from their vengeance. for my guild staff has the power of teleportation. He tried to steal it and flee to the safety of Ikaya by himself, but he learned that his power is not for all people to share. Only I am blessed with its secret. He was angry and would have murdered my kinspeople had I not agreed to bring him here. So I have no choice but to concur. Ever since that day, I've been a prisoner in this cell. Vonatar has tortured my body and my mind, but I have not divulged the secret of my guild staff, which he now keeps in the hall of the Brummel Mark. For if I were to impart its secrets, my life would no longer be of any value. You tell Loy Kalmar of your mission and of the events that have led to your meeting. He offers to show you a route through Ikaya to the hall of the Brummel Mark, where Vonatar now resides as ruler, and you can retrieve his guild staff. And if you can retrieve his guild staff, he promises you to teleport you to the coast in time to rendezvous with your ship. For the first time since you fell into the caverns of Kalte, you feel confident now that your mission can and will be successful. There he is. He looks like a kind old man, doesn't he?
He does. He actually looks really trustworthy.
He does, yes. If you possess a glowing crystal, turn immediately to 267. Oh.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, what? We do, don't we?
No, not the Crystal Star Pendant. That's something else.
Oh. Okay.
I think maybe the glowing crystal that they're talking about was if we did something else with those buttons. Maybe. Otherwise, they'd just say Crystal Star Pendant because they did earlier.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's
Follow
just my
me.
thoughts anyway.
Follow me, says Lloyd Kaimar. I've listened to the sounds of Ikaya for over a year, and its secret sliding doors and hidden routes are no longer a mystery to me. I have learned more about these corridors and passages from the confines of my cell than Vonatar has discovered, with all of his cunning and guile. You follow the old magician through a network of secret passages and tunnels, up long flights of stairs and across chambers dark and cold. At the top of one very steep staircase, you come to a stone door. A strange sickly smell is seeping from a small crescent-shaped spy hole. The kitchens, whispers Lloyd Kalmar, showing his distaste for Ikaya cuisine by sticking out his tongue and grimacing. You can see that the secret door opens next to a fireplace with a roaring fire. Hanging over the fierce yellow flames is a large stone cauldron laden with bubbling gruel. Two ice barbarians sit at a table nearby with empty bowls resting in front of them. You notice that their bone swords are propped against the wall beside the far kitchen door. Do we possess graveweed concentrate, or do we possess a potion of gallow brush? We've got both, haven't we?
The second thing rings a bell. I don't know about the first.
We've got them both. I've just written them down as green potion, black potion, orange potion, and red potion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do we go for the graveweed or the potion of gallow brush?
Whichever one was the poison one. I think it was the black one, right?
Graveweed concentrate. Hello, Piglet. How are you? Yes. Do you want me to demonstrate again, Mercurius? Blah. We've got graveweed. We've got both. We're going to go for graveweed. Okay. I'm going to say now, do we go for graveweed or gallow brush? Those are your choices. Graveweed or gallow brush. Because while you're making this decision, cheers.
Oh, cheers. Sort of. I love that face that all the people make when they're drinking something neat.
Yes. Daniel, do you pull the face? Daniel, do you pull that face when you drink a neat spirit? You know that. Oof,
No.
No.
After 43 years, no, I don't.
I thought that's because you had it with ice.
But not what?
I thought that's because you had it with ice.
No, if I drink them straight up, I prefer it on the rocks or on ice.
Mm.
But normally I mix it with either 7-Up or a cola. I quit doing it on the rocks just due to stomach issues. It's easier on the stomach if you mix it a little bit. So
yeah.
Yes.
Except
Yes, definitely.
tequila. I will make a face if I do a shot of tequila.
Is that from the tequila or from the lime, though?
No. Only amateurs do lime and salt with their tequila. If you do lime and salt, you're an amateur.
I wouldn't know. I've never done it.
No,
One of my most drunken evenings was due to tequila.
Yeah.
Why did you try tequila?
We were when I was working for IDOS, we did the computer games show down in London, and we had a couple of post-show parties, and all the staff went to this one party, and a lot of the potential customers didn't go to that one, and we had a budget when we were there, and we were told they'd assumed there'd be 40 people there. We'd got a budget of £1,600, so everyone had got about £40 per head. So we all had meals that were about £10-15 with a view to having £25 worth of booze afterwards and getting. This was 20 years ago, so this was plenty. This was enough to get everybody well and truly wrecked. But only 20 of us turned up to it.
Oh.
So we had a budget of £80 each. And we overspent.
Oh my God. Yep.
How fucking much did you drink?
How much did we all drink? It was carnage. It was absolute carnage.
Well, yeah.
Did you just channel your inner Father Jack?
I mean, if I had fewer than 20 shots of tequila, I'd be very surprised.
20, wow!
Yeah, and all of them were like slam bang, and we were all doing it, until all of us were just all over the place.
Wait, how old were you again? Sorry,
about 30.
Oh yeah, you can handle it at that age.
Yeah, when I was that age, I'd go out. My average, and it was every night after work. A burger, a dozen chicken wings, some fries, 2 pitchers of beer, and then a shot every 5 minutes.
I remember at that party, my boss spent most of the time sat by himself at the bar, leaving the rest to us. But he had his own pitcher with a cocktail in it, and he was drinking and he was pouring pints of cocktail out of this big pitcher.
Yep.
And sounds like he was dealing with some shit.
We went up to Niagara Falls.
All I know is I was woken up in the morning by somebody trying to get in my room, and I'd made it into the doorway of my room, and I was asleep on the floor. Yeah, it was we had a really, really big meal, a really good meal, and oh yeah, it was good.
Imagine how pissed you'd have got if you didn't have that meal.
It was mental. It was a mental evening. There was about 20 blokes between the age of 25 and 35 just going, drink as much as we can, as fast as we can. God,
that's funny. Yep.
Drink. Yeah. Was Father Ted out then? It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a dent on my neighbor's house from where I got out of my friend's truck and just ran into the neighbor's house and dented the siding. He's a big guy, so he just picked me up, carried me in the house, stood me up at the doorway to the kitchen, and I face planted into the kitchen floor. My wife said, "I'm not impressed. Leave him." So he just shut the door and drove away.
I think these days I get giggly after about 4 pints. It's I'll probably be asleep after 6 now. But when I was in my student days, we used to drink 5 nights a week. And my own personal record, I once did a litre of vodka at a party.
Oh no! Wow, that's impressive.
I was
how the hell did you do that?
I was violently sick. I was trying to impress some girls, and I ended up projectile vomiting all over the house, so they weren't impressed. And I once did a pub crawl. There was a famous pub crawl in Leeds called the Otley Run, and we did the 17 pub.
Oh, I know the one.
There were various routes, and there were 17 pubs on it. We started at 11 o'clock, and we finished at midnight, and we did all 17 pubs, a pint in every one. It's
so
a long
you're
day.
The inspiration for the Simon Pegg movie.
I can honestly tell you guys, Deb, my wife, is normally not impressed if we do 2 sessions on a Saturday, because I'm going from figure 8:30 to 7, and I can do that is 1.75 liters, and I'll get through 2/3 of it.
So that's why you're asleep and not making a lot of sense towards the end of it. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I'd be sick. I would be very sick.
And
I can't
that's not talking the little or the Jack Daniels on the side. So yeah.
I was gonna say that's only one. He's not showing you the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, that 17 pub crawl, well, that was brutal. We did stop at 2 takeaways along the way to have food, because you've got to do that to be able to do that.
How the hell did you have time? In an hour, you did 17 pubs, a pint in each, and a takeaway.
No, in 12 hours.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now,
we started at 11 o'clock in the morning. We finished at midnight.
They probably got like 10 of them done in 3 or 4 hours. And then once you start staggering, it takes a lot longer to finish up.
Absolutely. Yeah. What also helps is it's about a 4-mile walk as well. And you've got little clusters of pubs. So you can do the first 8 or so pubs in the first couple of hours because they're quite close together. And then you've got about a 2-mile walk past the chip shop to sober up before you get to the...
Yeah.
Plenty of time to question your life decisions.
I couldn't do the first cluster of pubs nowadays. Anyway, we Graveweed Concentrate we went for. But no, there were about 40 of us doing that pub call as well. It was the entire Leeds University American football team. So imagine pubs with 40 drunken blokes piling in one lump. Some of them being 6'7", 6'8", lineman type. It was just like, chaps. We were like, yep, 40 pints of ale, please. We didn't do that. We did actually separate up quite a bit because not everybody goes at the same speed. You open the door slightly, just enough to be able to reach in and pour the vial of Graveweed Concentrate into the bubbling gruel. You have not long to wait before the vile ice barbarians to eat what will be their last supper. Shortly after they finish eating, you hear stifled groans of pain and choking sounds as the poison takes effect. Once you are sure they are dead, you enter and explore the kitchen. The chamber is small and surprisingly well stocked with herbs. Alas, in their agony, the ice barbarians have knocked several jars from the shelf, ruining their contents. These must have come from the trading post at Lyuk, says Aloy Kaimar, peering with disappointment at the herbs scattered on the floor. He nevertheless takes several of the remaining herb jars and crams them into the pockets of his robes. If you have no weapon, you may also take a bone sword from the dead ice barbarians. We have a weapon. We don't need it. Does this make us evil? Yes. Yes. I need my new microphone for that voice. It's got more bass to it.
A bit more warmth.
A bit more warmth. We're on the same level as the Hall of Brummelmark, whispers Loy Kaimar, peering through a crack in the kitchen door. It's at the end of this corridor. 2 ice barbarians are standing beside the jewel-encrusted doors that lead to the Great Hall. They are covered from head to toe in strangely fashioned bone armor, and they are armed with crystal-bladed swords. The old wizard steps back from the door and says, "We must deal with them silently and swiftly." He takes 3 jars from his pockets and mutters a strange incantation as he mixes the contents together in a stone bowl. There is a pitcher of water on the table. He splashes a few drops onto the herbs, and wisps of blue smoke arise. This will silence the guards, if we could just get it close enough to them. We have camouflage. Okay, we've got camouflage and we've got hunting. Which do we prefer to use, camouflage or hunting? We have a
Camouflage.
choice. Camouflage or hunting? Oh, camouflage.
Don't know that one, sorry.
Check out Stan Ridgway, Camouflage. It was a big hit around 1985, 1986-ish. Thank you, Christopher. We've got 4 votes for camouflage in chat, 2 for hunting, 5 for camouflage in chat, 2 for hunting. Iman has gone for camouflage as well, so that makes it 6. So we're on 6-2. We don't have a Daniel. I've never seen a 1.75 litre bottle of vodka before. I will say that. Daniel, I have never seen a bottle of vodka as big as that before. You're muted.
They don't sell them that size in this country, do they?
No.
At least
I
not
get
like
one on-
retail. Maybe wholesale if you go to like Costco or something. But
I get one on Tuesday and one on Friday night through Saturday.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a litre. That's Southern Comfort. And it'll take me about 6 months to get through that. That's how much I drink.
Daniel's like, what, 6 hours? What?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Not true.
Over here, Halakar, half a gallon is 2.25 litres. 2.2 litres. 2.25. So our half gallons are bigger than yours. So if you come over to Britain, Daniel, and buy a half a gallon of vodka, you'll have more vodka. It'll probably cost you a lot more as well.
Yeah, but I can't have guns.
Why? What do they call a gallon?
Their pint is smaller. It's still 8 pints, but their pint is smaller.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
It's
Yeah,
a-
because
it's
we get
bad.
milk. We get milk bottles, which are 4 pints, which is 2.27 liters.
It's still 8 pints to the gallon, 2 pints to a quart, but their pints and quarts are smaller. About 80% the size of ours. So when we buy a pint, we get more beer. And if you have a choice, Daniel, between guns and more beer, I would I'd choose more beer. I'm sorry.
I can't. I would quit drinking. That or else make my own. I can't give up my guns. Sorry. It's my religion. It's Boba Fett or whatever he said, whoever it was. I mean, dude, well, I won't do it because I don't want you to get shut down, but I got a pistol right here. There's one on the island in the kitchen, one in the bedroom. Anyhow,
See,
I'm not bragging, but
I would freely admit that would freak me out if I was to walk into a house and say that would freak me out.
I've been involved with firearms since I was 6 years old.
Well, you used to work in a gun shop, didn't you? So
2 of them for 12 years. Yes. I actually had a chance to own my own. There was a group of wealthy men in Warren, and they were going to back me if I want to open up a shop. And it was the old armory building for the National Guard. The basement had an indoor pistol range, and then it was 3 stories, about 24 off-street parking spots and a parking lot. Ideal location. And I even had a guy that I worked with at the one store. He was all in. He's like, yeah, I'll come work for you. But I just gotten married, just bought a house.
No time to take a risk.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't take the risk. I would love to do it, but at that time I had a salary job. I knew what I was taking home. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks being an adult.
As I told you, I'm 52 years old and I've seen a gun 3 times in my life.
What's that again?
I'm 52 years old and I've seen a gun 3 times in my life.
Oh wow. You need to come to my house.
You'll see 3 guns before you've even got to the front door.
You may, yeah. If you're unannounced. Wow. Well, it's also a different culture, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've talked about this before. It's a completely different culture. Yeah.
Yep.
I've never felt the need to own one, and most people in Britain, I would say, do not feel the need to arm themselves. It's a very different culture.
Yeah,
Definitely not with a gun, but I have felt the need to arm myself at certain times.
I'd never, but then I don't frequent red light districts like you do, though, Iman.
It's nothing to do with that, you dirty bastard.
Yeah. See, here in the U.S., like New York City, Chicago, New Orleans, Miami, Los Angeles, you need a gun because they're violent cities.
That's the thing. If I was in America for an extended period of time, I would probably have to get one just to feel safe.
Where I live, it's the middle of nowhere. And hunting and fishing is a big part of the local culture. So it's not that you need help. I don't even lock my doors. We don't lock our car or anything like that.
See, we lock everything. I mean, I will always lock the doors, always lock my car.
For me, it's just because it's interesting. It's the science behind how firearms work, the mechanics, stuff like that, plus the hunting culture. But it's not because I'm violent or, I do carry one all the time to protect my family, but it's not that they're a perceived threat. It's the just in case. Like, why do you wear your seatbelt? Just in case. Not
Well,
that
it's
you
because
have.
it's law. It's law here. You have to. You have to wear a seatbelt when driving.
Well,
And it has been for 40 years.
yeah. So
But here we have the freedom to cross the road wherever the hell we like.
we don't.
You don't. No.
No.
If my brother couldn't walk in the road, he couldn't have got drunk because he used to have to use the road to get home because he couldn't walk straight.
That's funny.
Anyway, we've gone for camouflage. 1, 2, 2. Loy Kalmar. Loy Kalmar hands you some rolled up strips of cloth with which to plug your nostrils. You take a deep breath, pick up the bowl of smoking herbs, and leave the kitchen. Using your Kai discipline of camouflage to blend in with the shadows of the corridor, you edge your way nearer and nearer to the unsuspecting guards. You leave the bowl in the shadow of a pilaster and return to the kitchen to wait for it to take effect. In less than a minute, the Kalte's warriors lose consciousness and collapse to the floor, allowing you to approach the hall of the Brummel Mark undetected. Upon arriving there, you are delighted to discover that one of the great jeweled doors is unlocked. Preparing yourself for the attack, gently you push the door open and step into Vonatar's chamber.
Let's do it. Final boss time, I think.
Yep.
Probably. We're now back at full endurance. The hall of the Brummel Mark is a vast chamber constructed of crystal blocks rising to a central plateau. At its center stands the Brummel Mark throne, as old as Ikaia itself. There, Vonatar sits surrounded by the tomes and eldritch trappings of a necromancer. He is engrossed in study and does not see you enter the hall. He remains oblivious to your presence until Loy Kaimar unfortunately sneezes. Who dares disturb me? Hisses Vonatar, rising from the Brummel Mark throne, his eyes searching out an intruder. Upon seeing you, he emits a horrified gasp and fumbles for his black staff. He has the look of a criminal who has been discovered in the act of some dreadful crime. Quickly, you raise your weapon and climb the crystal pyramid. You know that you have but little time to reach him if you are to overpower and capture him alive. You reach the edge of the plateau in time to see a wide circle of blocks descending around the throne. Between you and Vonatar, a deep moat is forming. Then from the depths of the moat, you hear a ghastly, inhuman gibbering. You brace yourself for combat, but you are totally unprepared for the horror that faces you now. From out of the dark slithers a huge, ghoulish green monster. Its deformed head is a mass of tentacles and suckers that ooze a putrid black slime. At the center of its writhing mass, a hideous yellow eye pulsates wickedly. Vonatar has control over this monster, and he is directing it to attack you. If you possess an effigy, immediately turn to 34.
Oh!
That's what's attacking us.
Wait, let me see. Ugh. Sufficiently ghastly.
Hungar the Starvarian. You all right, Hungar? How are you doing? How are you keeping? Kick him in the nards, indeed. All right.
Thank you, Hungar. Hope you're feeling better, mate. And stay feeling better. You better.
I saw him on one of James's streams the other day. Looking a bit lightheaded, Hungar, from what I remember.
bless him.
You have every right to be. Every right to be.
Oh yeah,
Suddenly
he's
you
on that. He's on that good shit, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is. He is very much so. Suddenly you realize that you possess an effigy of this hideous creature. Taking the effigy from your pocket, you hold it before you. It begins to glow with a strange iridescence that holds the creature mesmerized. Vonatar has now lost control of the creature, and it is yours to command. The wizard, realizing he has lost control, retreats from the moat. Loy Kaimar arrives at your side. He is breathless, and he is trying to say something to you. Use it, Lone Wolf. Send it against Vonatar. You issue a silent order to the monster to capture and hold Vonatar, and instantly obeys your psychic command. The traitor shrieks with terror and faints as the monster's slimy tentacles coil around him. You see Loy Kaimar hurl a handful of powdered herbs into the moat, and in a matter of seconds, a mass of vines and creepers appear and entwine together to form a bridge across the moat of the Brummel-Mark throne. Once you are safely across the bridge, you will the creature to release Vonatar and return to the moat. Obediently, it drops Vonatar's limp body to the floor. Then it slithers into the darkness. The crystal blocks slowly rise. Creature, make me a sandwich. Tie him, Lone Wolf, shouts Loy Kaimar while searching for his guild staff, and be sure to strip him of his rings and amulets. This one is a master of trickery. We would not want him to miss the special homecoming that has been arranged for him in Summerland. You follow Loy Kaimar's instructions and make doubly sure that Vonatar is securely tied. Ah, here she is, the old magician eventually cries triumphantly, discovering his guild staff amongst a tangle of vines at the base of the throne. He's anxious to leave, so you thank him for his help and pass him your map of Kalte. The dog appreciates. You point out the last known position of the ship Cardinal. Oh, I'll not be needing that, he replies nonchalantly. Maps are invariably wrong. I prefer to rely on my own sense of direction. Loy Kaimar raises his guild staff, and a dazzling beam of light flows from its tip. He makes 3 wide sweeps of the air, and the whole of the Brummel-Mark is transformed into a swirling umbrella of vivid colours. As the colours fade, you become aware of the sudden drop in temperature. You find yourself standing upon the Lyuk ice shelf at a point less than half a mile from where the Cardinal lies at anchor. Loy Kaimar and Vonatar are close by, both shivering in the chill morning air. Within minutes, you are sighted by the ship's lookout, and a longboat is dispatched to collect you. As a wriggling Vonatar is hoisted unceremoniously aboard the Cardinal and deposited in the brig, the captain is the first to come and congratulate you on your feat of skill and daring. But how did you manage to return so quickly? He asks incredulously. We were not expecting you for another 10 days. Let us say, interrupts Loy Kaimar, that the wisdom of the Kai and the law of the Magician's Guild when working in tandem can surpass the limitations of even time itself. A puzzled expression crosses the captain's face, but he is gradually replaced by a smile as slowly he begins to understand the magician's curious answer. Your journey to Unscaven is swift, but you find it difficult to think about anything other than the sad fate of the brave guides that were left behind, and the damage Vonatar's tyranny inflicted on the Kalte's people. No doubt they'll continue to consider the Somlending as natural foes for decades after what just happened in Ikaya. You cannot help wondering whether you could have handled your mission in a better, nobler way. Your arrival in the port is greeted by an anxious crowd. They fear that your early return is a sign of your mission's failure. When the news of Vonatar's capture becomes known, your warrior skills are required once again. In defense of your enemy against a seething mob of outraged Somlending that assault Unscaven jail. Safe passage is eventually secured to Tehran, where trial awaits the traitor. Upon the dawn of the feast of Mesman, in the depths of the guild hall of the Crystal Star, Vonatar the traitor is tried by the High Council of the Brotherhood and found guilty of his terrible crimes. He is led away in silence to the deepest chamber of the guild hall, wherein lies a shadow gate. It is a portal of total darkness, a door to an eternal prison from whence none have ever returned. You are the avenger of his crimes, and by ancient right, You are the one who cast the wretched traitor through the shadow gate to the place that lies beyond this dread portal, the limbo of the Dazian Plain. Your mission is now complete. You have survived the caverns of Kalte and freed Sommerland from the menace of Vonatar the traitor. Congratulations, Lone Wolf. Your king and your country rejoice in your victory and salute your skill and courage. You have triumphed in the icy wastelands of Kalte and brought great honor to the memory of your slain fellow Kai. But now there is a new and challenging quest awaiting you. If you have the courage to accept this challenge, you may begin the quest in the Chasm of Doom. Da, da, da.
We did it, guys. We did it.
We did it. Right. We must choose our next Kai discipline
There's only a few left, right?
as we become a Warman. 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 It's spelt Warman. Warman. Or journeyman. Okay.
Oh, that's me when I'm fighting in a war.
Warman. Warman.
Warman.
No, Warman, no cry. So, we have a choice of Mind Blast, which is +2 combat skill. Weapon Specialization, which is +2 combat skill with a random weapon. Or Mind Over Matter.
That one. Telekinesis, isn't it?
Hungar's done it again. Hungar's done it again. Hungar's done it again. Hungar's done it again.
What a legend.
Legend, absolute legend. Jacob E, Pepsi Man Zach, Anthony, I can't say that name. And Master Blaster. I know them. I've seen Master Blaster about. Mind Over Matter is the ability for telekinesis. We've had a couple of moments where we could have used it.
I want that one. I want that one.
Aside from it, the other two are general battle skills.
Yeah, I want specialized skills. Our combat
What I
skills
want
good
to know,
enough for this
what I want to
episode.
know is, with all these free memberships, why hasn't Jeb got one? Jeb's here every Friday, and he never seems to get anything for free.
Welcome to my world.
Just to make sure, do you have the option turned on, Jeb? Because I know I didn't have one until like I did tick the option to let it happen.
Possibly. And normally it picks people. You don't have to be active on the stream to get the free membership or the gifted membership, but it tends to pick people who are active before those who are not. So check your settings, Jeb, because I don't remember you receiving a freebie, and you deserve a freebie.
I'm trying to remember how to do it. Hang on, I'll check.
You've had a freebie. You've given lots of freebies, Daniel. Have you ever received a freebie? You have, haven't you? Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Well, I have, but it was from a stripper at a nightclub.
I'm expecting to say that. It might. Jeb, that could be why. If you're logged in, yeah, on your work computer, that might be that. That'll probably be why. Okay. So I think everybody's saying, yeah, battle is fairly easy for us. I mean, it's been easy so far. We've got 29 combat skill, so we've got all the cool items. We haven't got a lot of endurance, but it hasn't mattered because we've got healing, which recovers it quickly, and we've got enough combat skill to make fights easy. So I'm going to go for Mind Over Matter then. There we go. Start the next book.
Yay!
Eighth Kai discipline of Mind Over Matter. Coolio. Whee. That's another book done. That's the first 3 in this series done. And we only died twice, I think, with the second book, didn't we? That due to random stupidity. Because the second book starts dumb, but then gets better as it goes on. And we've lost him on. Plug your phone in him on.
I'm sorry.
Tell me another one about the freebie from the stripper and the big fish that got away.
That's a really cool story. But
So I found out how to check about the memberships, by the way, if anyone's curious. So if you're not a member already, if you click on the join button, there's like an option somewhere where you can accept membership gifts or something like that.
Yeah. But if
So
he's
just
logged
make
on,
sure that's toggled on if it's not already.
If he's logged on his work computer, it might be a work account he's using. If it goes into a work email, it might cause problems. You know how my work email has once got given a free membership.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah,
It did. Yes. Yeah.
I was like, hey,
Yes.
John, you became a member of your own channel.
I've become a member of my own channel. Yes, it's my work email address. It's just received a membership to me. Yeah, it's only happened once.
So yeah, if you click
There
the
you go.
join button, there's an option for gift settings, and just toggle the allow membership gifts thing on if you haven't already.
Yes. So if anyone's in chat who hasn't got that activated, activate it. Take advantage of these generous gifts that these fine gentlemen, Daniel, Hungar, Mercurius, the 3 of them give.
Oh.
You get to have your name turn green and you get a little picture next to your name if you comment on my videos. Hey, I will do something at some point for members. I really should, because some of you
Have that,
really
John.
Thank you. I need to do something for members, don't I?
I think I missed the 4-month one, actually, now that I think about it.
After this week where someone else here got hacked. Okay, that's fair enough, Jeb. That's fair enough. Andy didn't have his activated.
It's active now. There we go.
It's active now. Yes. Crafting Gamer's given out them as well. Halakar's given them out as well. So yeah, there's some very generous people who hand out the memberships. And to be honest, I will say now, I prefer memberships to super chats, because to me that it's just like reward. Even though it's a token reward, it's a reward most often for people who give something to chat.
Yes.
Those who contribute, those who make chat a better place, are more likely to get something. Halakar, you didn't have to.
Oh,
thank you. Oh, and I recognise there's some interesting names here. Felipe Budinich, Jemming the Lemming, Mike D, Twan Tidier, Mark's Genre Mixer. He's been in chat a few times. So there's one. Yes. Good. Oh, don't you worry, Halakar. Don't worry. You've got some. Mark's Genre Mix has been in chat for these a few times, so that's you've got one there. So that's good. Thank you.
You can put Halakar's on screen. You don't have to have mine.
Yeah,
Mine's just letting you know I'm committed. I'm in my second trimester.
You're committed, yes. Broadmoor, is it? Did that go whoosh?
Yeah, that went straight over my head, pal. Yeah, sorry.
Broadmoor is the prison where the biggest psychos get sent.
Okay.
If you get committed to Broadmoor, you've done something very bad, and you're very mad.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you say you've been committed, you're committed.
Now I get you. Got you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, my Call of Cthulhu characters definitely will be at some point.
Oh, yeah. People like the Moors Murderers and the Yorkshire Ripper and people like that,
Yeah.
do it more.
Like the really messed up people.
Oh yes, really messed up people.
The ones that regular jail just ain't good enough for, or ain't bad enough for, whichever way you look at it.
Well, yeah, they're the people who actually they need protecting from themselves. People need protecting from them, and they need mental help. It's very secure, ultra secure, because those people are so dangerous, and they're basically indefinitely imprisoned because they'll never be safe.
Yeah, makes sense.
So has anyone yet found a good movie adaptation of a Lovecraft story? I don't know. Now I've got my new microphone. What Lovecraft story shall I read next? Or what? Give me a suggestion of a story to read next. I know, Halakar, you've suggested a few things in the past that I've completely forgotten. I got fed up with reading stories, I will admit, because of having to do so much sound editing afterwards. I hope you appreciate the several hours I spent last night on that 15-minute video. But it's hopefully I don't have to do that level of editing now, because the new microphone I've got, the hypercardioid microphone, is only picks up when it's there. You can't hear me if I move it farther away, but it picks up nothing else. So I'll do my recording for videos with a microphone here, and it'll pick me up very, very clearly, and nothing around me. So it's really good.
One thing I could suggest is to upload a video on private, just testing the video, the audio quality out, so you can hear it for yourself.
I've tested it out in chat. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I spoke to you on it, and I spoke to Mage.
But you can't hear yourself, though. Only we can hear you.
That's okay.
If you did like a little, I don't know, 20, 30-second snippet.
Oh, I've done it. I've done that a few times.
Oh, you have?
Okay. Yeah. That's how I tested it was plugged in.
True. My bad. My apologies.
And that's how I found out it was quiet, when it was about 6 inches, more than 6 inches from my face. So I wanted to test it more.
Yeah.
The recording volume was low, but I wanted to test it the volume that came through on a chat or a stream or something. So I tested it with both you and Mage popped in for chats with it.
Nice. Are you able to give us a preview now if you plug it in?
It is plugged in, but it's not chosen. It's not set as my input at the moment.
Ah, okay.
So, and I mean, I could.
It's just so the people in chat who are there can get an idea of how different this microphone is.
Let's have a look.
So different.
Let's have a little look.
Real quick, John.
Yeah.
Do you know who's running tomorrow?
No. It's either you or Gene. It's you and Gene can decide. It's either you or Gene.
Okay.
All I can do
then.
Well,
no, I'd have to log out and log back in, I think. Let's get my audio settings.
Trying to plan my evening on if I need to.
I can change mine
or not. That's all.
I've just changed mine. Can you hear me okay?
Could you hear me?
Speak again?
Haven't had time
really quiet.
Am I really quiet?
Yeah, I think maybe the audio balancing is off on StreamYard, not your microphone.
Okay. Let me have a look. Okay, now try. Is that
yes, hello.
Hello.
You got more bass in your voice.
Bass. How low can I go? There we go. This is my new microphone. I hope you like it. Apparently, it makes me a little more bass. I was told it makes the voice slightly richer. I've got a slightly deeper voice than you hear over the usual stuff. So this is probably more like how you would hear me in real life. So this is my me and my new microphone, and I hope it's silky smooth. Right, Gene says you run, Dan. There you go.
All right. I'll work on something.
Okay.
But wait, hang on. You guys said on Wednesday that you just make it up.
I do. I mean, yeah.
Well, no.
Daniel's
I,
new to running for us online, so I'm guessing. I mean,
well, the problem is it's been years since I ran stuff, so I'm trying to get back into it.
Didn't you do one a few weeks back?
Yes,
okay. Sounds
I
okay.
think I think it went okay.
I have just cranked the sound up to almost maximum, so I can tweak the sound down a little. Is that any better? I've just turned it down by about 10%. Is that better? Just let me know. It's up to you guys. You guys tell me what sounds best.
It definitely does sound like you've got more body in your voice.
Body.
Does that make sense?
Volume is fine. Okay, good.
Timber, something like that. Yeah.
Well, when I host my pub quizzes, I actually have to. I've got quite a posh amp, and I have to. I turn the bass down a fraction and turn my treble up. Otherwise, my voice does distort through the speakers a little. So it might be what's happening because I've got a fairly deep voice. Oh, there we go. Volume is fine. Good. I've got a pop filter here. Here we go. What about now? Is that clear? Is that clear?
Oh yeah, it's doing less poppy now. Yeah.
There we go. The thing is, I've got this pop filter. I've just put it behind this pop filter. So if
You've got the pop filter screen thing, yeah.
Yeah. My pop filter is currently set up for my HyperX, which is the one standing up. And if I now have it, if I put the pop filter, so basically I need a stand for this that puts this microphone about here, and then I can just move the pop filter across from my boom mic across here, and then I can record through it. I'm trying to think of a way of doing it without. Now turn the volume back up. There we go. Is this what you like to hear? Nice and clear?
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Getting better, definitely, yeah.
Good. Thank you for that little test. I need to stop doing that because I moved the microphone away from my mouth. But
that was a good way to show us how different it is.
Yeah, I'll move the microphone 6 inches from my mouth. Now, can you see the difference? My microphone is only about 6 inches from me now. More like 8, maybe 10 inches. But how quiet am I now? Can you even hear
like
me?
let's say if your volume was 10 before, it's like a 4 now.
Yeah. That's it. So that shows.
So it's definitely not going to pick up.
A car's just driven past, and I
Didn't hear shit.
You haven't heard it. Now call him daddy. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I got used to having. I wonder if my pub quiz amp would work for this sort of thing, but I don't know. But with that, yeah, I turn the treble up slightly and the bass down slightly because my voice doesn't come through naturally very cleanly because it's quite bassy. So I can understand why this high quality mic is now picking up the deeper bits. I am an ex-cigar smoker, so you're going to get a growl from me. So there you go. Anyhow, we finished the book. I'm going to switch back to my other mic because it's actually holding this mic there is proving to be a bit of a pain. So thank you, Spell Singer. Nice to have you here. Right, I've just switched back to my other mic, the one that picks up a much wider area.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
can tell the difference.
yeah. See, my HyperX is it's a condenser mic with a wide area. It's the sort of thing you put in the center of a room and everyone talks. Whereas
Yeah.
the Audio Technica is a say hypercardioid picking up. It's also a dynamic mic, so it actually gets your voice a bit crisper.
Yeah. This one actually picks up your voice when you turn away and when you lean back.
Yeah, it's designed to. I thought it'd be a good idea to get this because I bought this originally. I wasn't going to be doing. I was doing my recording in an empty house. There wasn't much background noise. I was running games for a group of friends without doing all the big stuff online that I do now. And I wasn't recording many videos, so I thought this would be ideal. But now I'm up in the attic. There's more going on in the house, more going on outside. I just thought I needed something cleaner because I was getting fed up with the editing that was that's being done. So the other one was perfect for that job, but this one, the new one's 4 times more expensive, which is a bit of a pain. But hey ho,
It's a balance of time and money, isn't it? It's going to be worth it in the long run for the amount of time you save.
I've also had to buy that as well. That's the unit that links it to the computer because it's a proper singer's guitarist mic type thing.
Yeah, it's not a USB. It's a proper
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
3.5 mil.
It's XLR.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
XLR. It's the 3-prong cables.
John.
Wow.
Sorry, my memory is shot.
Yes, you are running tomorrow.
Yeah, but the house, was that in town or out of town? The last adventure I ran.
You said it was on the edge of town.
Okay.
So you can put it anywhere you want. I've sent you a map of the town. You can put it wherever you want.
Okay. All right.
I can always edit the map if you want. It doesn't matter. The map can
no,
change.
It's fine. All right. No. I know what I want to do. I'm just trying to figure out how to incorporate it. But with the map that you sent, I'll print it out and I can. Yeah.
If you want to do some edits, I can after you've run the session, just let me know and I can update the map to incorporate what you've added because it's meant to be a world that we all develop and we all build on.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't want to overstep my bounds, is what I mean.
It's not possible. The only way you could do that is by being very rude and getting Discord banned.
Okay, no, it's not that.
Yeah, the only way you could do that is by being nice to one of my Call of Cthulhu.
No. All right. Well, I'm gonna add to the map, but it won't matter. It will and won't. Kind of hard to explain.
Cool.
That's if that all depends on if you guys go where I hope you go. If not, then I'm kind of foobar and I'm just gonna have to throw something together.
Go into bullshit mode. Yes.
Yep. We'll see.
Yep. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna. I've got work in the morning because I've got a full day's work tomorrow. Unfortunately, instead of my half day I've had for the last few weeks, which is a bit of a pain. I've been sleeping in till 10, 11 o'clock after these streams, but I can't do that tonight. I've got to be up at Could be up at 7:30 in the morning, and it's currently 11:45. So
I don't know, John. How long would it take for you to add that house onto the map somewhere? somewhere.
As long as it takes me to log into Incarnate and stamp a house on the map wherever you want it.
If you don't mind, that would help me out a lot.
No worries. No worries. Just tell me where. Just send me a note. You do get your stuff ready and send me a note, and I'll update the map for you.
Well, I kind of need it done, like kind of now. So just pick a corner or an edge of the wall or town, and just like because you have them numbered, and that way I know what I'm working with. You know what I mean? Sorry. I know you want to go to bed.
That's all right. That's all right. Here we go. If you've not seen Incarnate before, this is Incarnate, and this is my Incarnate account. I can come out of Owlbear now. We don't need that. This is Yule. This is the town of Yule. So, where do you fancy?
The very one in the north, very top one in the north.
What, near my grove? Okay. Up here.
Yes.
You want it to be this one?
Yeah. And we'll do that.
Do you want me to change it so it's a bigger house?
Well, it should be. Doesn't it? I really don't think that really matters.
Okay. So what's the most recent number I've added on there? What's the highest number? What's my numbering go up to? 24? So will this be 25? I think it will.
Did anybody, and I admit it, I said it last week, I'm horrible at keeping notes. Did anybody put notes about, oh, no, I can go back and look. No big deal. All right. But yeah, that works.
There we go. I can make it a little bit bigger. So there you go, Dan.
Thank you.
Number 25 is on the map. And this is the town of Yule. Yes. Christmas town. I will just save that.
Appreciate it.
No problem. No problem.
And that would be what's the name of it? Pop-Off's house.
Pop-Off's house, okay.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
P-O-P-P-O-F.
P-O-P-P-O-F. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'll update my notes, and there we go. That is your place. I could have added something there, and I need to edit this anyway because several characters have bought houses in Yule.
Yeah, there's a few. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a few houses up for grabs, and there's room to build more on this map. So there we go. There we go. Right. Anyway, I'm going to finish the stream now. Thank you, Iman. Thank you, Dan, for joining. And then everybody in chat, Straw Piglet, Gene, Spellsinger, Halakar, Mr. Baker, Keith. Let's go further up. Andy. And then, of course, we've had Mercurius, and we've had Hungar. There's Jeb. There's Nightbot. I'm going back about 40 minutes there. So if I'm going to go back any further, I do apologize. I'm not going to go back much further. Coco was here. But if I've missed you out, from the Hilt was here as well. But if I've missed you out, then you've not been on for about 50 minutes to an hour. So there we are. Sorry about that. But
have a good night, guys.
Have a good evening. And
see you in the morning.
Take care, Dan.
We will continue with
speak
book
to you soon.
4 next week, and I'll be streaming again next week. So thank you all. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thanks, John.